All right, welcome back, guys. So in the last video, we started talking about CSS selectors, and we talked about tag selectors, where you select an element or where you target an element using the name of the tag. And then we noticed that there is actually a limitation to using tag selectors, and the limitation being that sometimes you don't want to apply the same style to all the instances of a particular tag in your HTML file. And to solve that, we saw how we can use ID selectors to uniquely apply a style to a particular instance of a tag, right? So that's very, very important. Now, sometimes rather than applying a style to a given tag, or all the tags, all the instances of a particular tag in your HTML file, sometimes you want to apply style to a group of tags, right, or a group of elements. And uh, that is where class selector comes in. For instance, let's say you have another paragraph here, right? A second and a third paragraph. And you want to style the first paragraph differently, but you want to style the second and the third paragraph. You want to apply the same style to the two of them. So what you can do in that case is to give these two a class attribute. So just call them same class. This is same. So what happens is that you now go to CSS and then select with a class. So put a period. This is how you select a class in CSS. And then you want to give the color. This time around, you want the color to be red, and the background color now, you want the background color to be blue. Okay, so if we go to our, okay, starting get applied, what happened? Um, class same. Oh, actually, the name of the class is same, right? So we use the name of the class attribute, right? Cool. So we have the background color blue and the text is red. So this is useful when you have a group of elements and you want the same style to apply to them. You use the class selector. Cool. So far we've seen two basic kinds of selectors that we use, and for the most part, this is probably all that you need, although there are other different kinds of selectors, right? There are different kinds of selectors. You can combine multiple selectors. um there are different other selectors that you can use to apply to select a style, yeah, to select an element in a more specific way. But for the most part, this two covers all the cases you'll be dealing with when you want to style. Either you want to style by the tag name, or you want to style using the ID to apply the style uniquely to that particular element, or you want to style a group of elements, you want to have the same style applied to a group of elements, in which case you use style. Now, sometimes um, there's something called combinator selector, right? So now you have a div. Let's call this div. Let's give it an ID, okay? Because there might be other divs. So let's give it an ID of first div, okay? And then inside first div, we know we have h1. Now there could be another h1 in our document, which is not necessarily inside first div. So you could do something like first div, and then you want to select h1 inside first div, and then you want to apply a style to it, right? This works. So let's remove the style that we already have here. Okay, maybe in this video we'll finish it up. But the point is you can combine selectors, right? So this is the ID of a parent, and this is a child tag, right? So this is